Sometimes people power isn't always enough. Fortunately, campaigners against cuts to 24-hour fire cover in Falmouth had a boost when EastEnder Phil Mitchell, actor Steve McFadden, and regional superhero Kerno Man added their support. They joined a march through the town to show the County Council the strength of feeling by local residents. The Fire Brigades Union has called for the cuts to be scrapped at a meeting in County Hall on January 15th.
We're here today to join a march of firefighters and the local community to oppose the cuts proposed for the fire service in Cornwall and particularly here in Falmouth. It's extremely important in our view for the safety of firefighters and the safety of the community. Downgrading that's proposed would mean a reduction in cover at night time. Night time is a particularly dangerous time in our view because people are less alert, people are less aware. So fires that happen at night, other incidents that happen at night are possibly more dangerous than those that happen other times of the day. I think it's been an outstanding campaign, both from the firefighters and particularly from the local community. It's nice to see a community getting involved in work to protect their local services, and certainly we're very impressed with what the people of Cornwall have done about this campaign. We hope that local politicians will take notice of what people are saying, because I don't see any support for what's being proposed in terms of the cuts. There's overwhelming opposition, and it's about time people sat up and took notice of that. We'll keep campaigning right to the end until we're successful. It's been a long campaign so far, and we'll carry on. We're not going to back down on this.
Rob Gerard Hart and his sister Rachel are only too aware of the dangers.
25 years ago there was a house fire in Penryn and I was pulled dead from the house and revived from the street. 4 years ago my sister was killed in a house fire. It's devastating. You can't imagine the effects of going through it, what it's like to go through it. You need to be safe in your homes, you need to be safe in your houses.
Rob has been running a digital campaign using social networking site Facebook to gather support against the cuts.
The campaign I'm running on Facebook is going really, really well, and surprisingly well. We're up to nearly 900 members in the group so far, and it's growing by 20 probably or 30 a day. So we expect to be over the 1,000 mark soon, and continue to grow as we move towards the decision on the 15th of January. Just to back up what Rachel says, the fire she talks about 25 years ago, I was a 14-year-old lad and jumped from a third-storey window with my brother, so I know what it's like to be in a fire. And equally, when Nikki died, our sister, 4 years ago, that was my birthday, so I woke up on my birthday morning to find my sister was dead. So that's why we're so passionate about making sure that nobody else has to go through what we go through, purely because of a financial cut.
I will be standing outside County Hall the day they make the decision and be there waiting.
The protesters made their way to Event Square, where several guest speakers were on hand to deliver some optimism.
These cuts will be devastating to what is basically a very small fire service. The reality is, Cornwall Fire and Rescue Service needs more investment, not less, and that's a message we really do need to get across to the County Council.
I'm passionate about the firemen and the fire service that we've got. Here we are now in Falmouth, a radius of Falmouth and Penryn. There's in excess of 50,000 people living. That is a tenth of the population of Cornwall. And yet they're actually looking to do away with 24-hour cover. My message to the Pillocks, and I can only think of that. Pillocks, I'd like to say something stronger, but I'm likely to get locked away. But the Pillocks that are actually trying to make these decisions, I think what we should all do is club together, give them their train fare, and send them up country, because they're no bloody good down here.